On my wrist today is the SRPC23. This is a discontinued anthracite dialed turtle that I recently picked up, and I've just been loving every minute I wear it. It's an awesome piece. Now, in this video, I'm going to answer 4 different questions from those of you who watch my content. If you have opinions on these topics or experiences, please place those in the comment section. I definitely welcome your input. So the first quick question comes from Dennis, who asks, Bruce, what is your opinion on the SLA-039? I was looking at buying this model. Dennis, it is no secret. I love Seiko. I love Seiko divers. I can't count how many I have owned over the decades. It's probably a ridiculous, shameful amount. I do flip a lot, so that's why I've gone through so many. I mean, I'm wearing one today. I'm wearing a Seiko diver today. And this SLA, it's fantastic. The design language comes from a watch that debuted in 1968. And that watch is arguably Seiko's first real diver. I know the 62 MAS predated it by 3 years. That was their first diver. But this one is their first professional diver. And it's the first diver that they came out with that really has their own design language that is distinctive. A bulbous, bold cushion case that's large and proud with excellent finishing, a crown at the 4 o'clock position, a fully indexed bezel, really lovely dial details. This was really their first impressive diver. I think the 62 MAS is really cool, but it's a little bit more generic, and I think it's a great first attempt. This 1968 diver is that's kind of like they've refined it. They've got their style finally, and they know how to move forward. And this design evolved into the Willard, which evolved into the Turtle, which evolved into the SKX. And really, it's got a great part in Seiko's history. And then you look at the modern watch with the ever-brilliant steel, the high beat movement, the sapphire crystal. You look at the dial details. You look at everything that's a part of this luxury-priced watch, and it's pretty compelling. So I would say if you like it, definitely buy it, definitely enjoy it. I will say my own handicap of needing a good bracelet precludes me from buying this and enjoying it because it's a 19 millimeter lug. There is no factory bracelet. There is no aftermarket bracelet that I think looks really good. So I'm going to stay away from it, but I kind of envy you. If you really like this, you have the budget for it, and then you go ahead and purchase it. I kind of wish that I was in your position there. All right, next question. This one comes from David. David says, my son graduates college this spring, and I want to gift him a watch. What do you suggest in a Datejust or Day-Date style for $1,200 or less? Now, when it comes to that price and it comes to that style of watch, I think that the Swatch Group has a few offerings that are going to be hard to beat. So I would say look at Hamilton when it comes to a Day-Date style. They make the same layout of complication that's found on a Day-Date, with the day being fully displayed at the top of the dial. I think the 40 millimeter Jazzmaster Auto looks really nice, especially on a bracelet. It's under your budget, so that's something to look at. Another one that I think is a really good deal is a Tissot Gentleman Powermatic 80 Silicium. This one has an ETA modified movement. It has a really nice dial execution with sharp detail work. And then the smooth bezel paired with the oyster style bracelet that has those PCLs. I think it looks very much like a Datejust with a smooth bezel and an oyster bracelet. So I would suggest going with one of those two. They're both sub $1,000. You can find discounts on both of them. I think for the style and for the budget, those ones are going to be hard to beat. And congrats to your son for graduating college. Next question. This one comes from Joe. Joe says, Bruce, can watchmakers service a Seiko 4R35, or do they just replace them? I'm looking at a Seiko Turtle now. Joe, I approve. I'm wearing a Seiko turtle right now. The movement, admittedly, is not a great movement. It's an inexpensive mass produced caliber, but it's widely used. Seiko makes this for their own watches. They also make a generic version that they call the NH35, and they sell that to third parties. So many micro brands have this movement. It's a solid, inexpensive movement. I think they cost anywhere from $30 to $50 on eBay if you want a branded Seiko version, brand new to mod yourself. So I would say, I mean, this is where it gets interesting. Yes, any watchmaker can service a 4R35 or 4R36 or NH35, whatever the variation of the caliber is. But is it cost effective, or is it better just to drop in a $35 replacement and then, give you a new movement, so to speak? I think it kind of depends on what's wrong with the movement. Is it just magnetized? Is there a quick and easy fix that a watchmaker can diagnose and then repair on the spot? Or is it more involved and it would be more cost advantageous to just put in a new movement? I think it goes in either direction, but it's kind of a case by case basis. So, short answer, yes, it can be serviced, but it's probably better just to get the new movement when it comes to cost. Now let's go to the last question here. This one comes from Jim. Jim says, Bruce, are divers going out of style? I rarely see them on people's wrists these days. I see mostly dress, chronographs, or field style watches, and I feel out of style wearing my divers. Here's my opinion. I don't think they're going out of style. I wear my divers in rotation regularly. I talk to authorized dealers who, they definitely tell me that divers are selling very well, depending on the model and brand. And I see divers on the wrists of fellow watch collectors when I go to my local meetups, with the Horological Society of Utah. So I don't think they're going out of style. But there is some truth to the fact that the diver craze from a few years ago is starting to settle down a little bit. I think more people are enjoying chronographs and field watches and other styles of watches. I think GMTs are on the rise right now. So maybe what we could do, if you're still watching this video, and if you wouldn't mind helping us out, please place in the comment section, do you still own and wear divers, and how frequently? Or are you gravitating to other styles of watches more and getting more enjoyment from that? I'd be curious for your input below. But short answer, no, I don't think they're going out of style. I certainly wear mine. I encourage you, Jim, to wear yours, even if you don't see other people doing it at the moment. Divers would probably be my favorite style of watch. It's just so practical. They're waterproof. You can time something up to 60 minutes. They generally have adjustable bracelets. They have great lume. They make a great everyday style of watch, even if you don't go scuba diving or even snorkeling with them. That brings me to the end of my Q&A. This video. If you have a question you would like me to address in a future video, please email me directly. I will pick my favorite ones and from time to time do a rapid response type of video. Thank you for watching today. Again, place your opinions, place your suggestions and experiences in the comment section. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe for more content like this. Thank you.